Hey there, Hollywood fans. Welcome as we start to get ourselves seriously ready for a lot of events coming down the pipe. Even though there was no racing this weekend, I was super busy. I was out there chatting to the guys at Farm Jam to get them ready for this upcoming weekend, their first round of a 5-rounder championship in 2025 out of the classic race venue of Sgt Peppers. And the day before that, I was out at Red Star Raceway chatting to the guys from 424 about their Super Enduro series that they're going to be putting out there in this season as well. But let's go and chat to the boys out at Farm Jam. Leon and Rowan give us a taste. And I got to have a little bit of a play on the track. It's looking good, guys. It's looking good. Okay, dudes, it's Farm Jam time once again, and back at the best venue on earth.
Yeah, I think everyone, every year when we ask the guys what venue did you like the most of the guys will say Sgt Pepper. It's just lekker because the restaurants here, like a nice open space for the pit sits. It's a nice place and it's nice and green this time.
Yeah, I went and rode, obviously, and I was surprised that it's not as wet as people were thinking it was going to be.
I think 2 years ago it was like really wet out here.
Yeah.
But this time around it's okay. The spots that's really wet, we obviously didn't go there. But what we've marked and what we've cut is nice areas. Even if it does rain next week a bit, it will still be fine.
Bro, two big features. There's the downhill, which is now the uphill, and the uphill, which is now the downhill.
Yeah, that's right. So the chili ice cream, you're going to use two of the ones we did last year. The one where we went up, we go coming down this year. So it's not bad, it's easy. It's a little bit sketchy because it's quite steep, but I think anybody can ride it. And then same with the downhill this year, we're going up again, which is here by the quarry. It's quite a steep uphill, so you got to get momentum to get up there. If it's going to be like bottleneck there, I'd rather take the ice cream. If it's open, you can go for it.
And then Leon, the other side of the highway, one other chili, but it's a pretty easy chili that side, eh?
Yeah, it's an easy chili, but for someone that doesn't like a steep downhill, they just take the ice cream and you'll be fine. Obviously, we put those things in for those that's out here for the first time. There's no use putting yourself into a position where you don't want to be. Do the ice creams and you'll have a lekker day. Same with our green loop for all the new guys. I see there's a lot of green riders that wants to come in. The green loop is basically the children's loop of the morning, and especially like that, if you're new into the thing and you just want to try it out, that's the route to go to.
Classic Farm Jam, 5 rounds on the championship.
Yeah.
Any ideas of the rest of the venues?
Definitely Rebirth is our second, third is Bixie's, and then we got 2 new venues for the last 2 rounds. And what we've changed this year is just for all the 50 moms and dads out there. We've seen what the 50s has done through the couple of years. It's a bit tough for 50, so we've shortened their loop as well. They're still going to get their stuff. It's still not going to be fast flat out, but it's just a little bit shorter to get these 50s around. We really want to try and grow that class so that the next year's 65s and can just grow forward.
Perfect. Entries open already?
Yeah, entries are open at www.farmjam.co.za. So yeah, that's all good. Okay, Matt, you've been out there. You've rode basically the full course. So tell us, what do you think about it?
Yeah, it's good. A lot of elements from the last couple of years that you kind of recognize along, but for some reason this track doesn't erode that badly. It's got quite a hard base, especially over the back of the copy. So that's like where it's a little bit of freestanding rocks there, so you dance around a little bit there. But the downhills and the uphills and the features are absolutely mint. Lots of grass to deal with. I was the first guy out there, so I have no risks left, but that's gonna obviously bed in. But yeah, wasn't a fan of the grass, but I love the copy.
Yeah, do you think this is okay for like novice riders to pros?
100%. You know me, I'm a goon. So if I can ride it, and I rode on a big 350, I rode the big climb as well. So that was just first gear, made it up there. But I agree with what Rose said. I think this is one of the tracks that races really well. And I get the feeling that the ice creams are going to run faster in the race.
Okay, well, great. See you out there next week.
Okay. So get those entries in, guys. I will see you on the line. I'll be on the mic. We've got the LiveX guys. They're going to be doing the full production for us once again. It's going to be a super exciting event, and Sgt Peppers always delivers. So get those entries in. And then do keep an eye on the press, because 424 have arrived big time in 2025. They built a brand new track out at the Red Star Raceway. I went and checked it out. Quite a few of the pinners were out there. Alru van der Westhuizen, John-Luc van der Westhuizen, Airtime, remember, Airtime made a big name for himself racing that style of event out at FJX quite a few years back, and it looks like it's going to be an absolute banger. On the calendar, 424 sits quite nicely. Looks like there's some good gaps in the calendar. They should be able to deliver the goods. Remember, this is a track that's going to be in situ at Red Star Raceway the whole way through the season. So you'll be able to go out and practice it and race it if you want to. As far as the racing goes, it's the third racing weekend of February. First gate in February, it's FJ. Second gate, it's GXCCs out at Race Meerbolt. And then the third gate, that's the third racing weekend, that is going to be 424 out at Red Star. I hope you guys will come and check it out. Looks like 2025 is the rebirth of Super Enduro. So as you can see, I am super stoked. This weekend really kicks things off big time as we go into the racing month of February and start with the big tours. GXCC, FJ, 424. We've already started with Tough, and this coming weekend, it's also the opening round of the Low Felts. So all the big bangers are on the gate. We'll see you guys out there.